What's up, gamers? It's BKTV News Time. I'm head chef Alec Burke.
I'm Blake Zahner.
Let's get right into it.
What's first, Alec?
Well, first up, we have Jackson Beers and Austin Bostick with Mr. Nays as the featured teacher.
Let's take a look.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Pepsi or Coke?
Mountain Dew.
Okay. Morning or night person?
Definitely morning person.
Okay. Summer or winter?
Fall.
Fall?
I hate both.
Oh, you hate both?
Fall or
Wow.
spring would be great.
Percussion or brass?
Brass. Drummers are dumber.
That's mean. I know Jackson.
It's totally not true, but that's what I said. Yeah, tubas are definitely dumber than percussionists, but it rhymes, so drummers are dumber.
So, woodwinds or brass?
I like the sound of woodwinds, but I play brass better.
What do you teach?
I teach band from grades 7 through 12.
How long have you taught?
Fall of 2012, so this is my 7th year.
Why are you interested in teaching band?
I like teaching because I get to have an impact on kids, and I think that's a really cool thing to get to do. And I chose music just because I liked music the best. I could have done some other subjects, but I really think that no other teachers get to see kids for as many years in a row as I do, so I like that aspect.
Since you are with the kids so long, do you feel like it builds any special connection?
It totally does. The fact that I get to see kids grades 7 through 12, I get to see them all the way back from when they were goofballs to now they're almost adults choosing colleges. So it's a pretty cool opportunity to get to see kids from multiple times. And I don't think there's many other teachers in the district who get that opportunity.
What are some personal hobbies of yours?
Video games. Before I had my son Sean is 2. Before I had him, I played a lot of tennis with a group of old men who were all retired and hobble around the court and barely hit the ball but would still beat me because they're so accurate every single time and consistent, and I'm up there trying to hit big shots and missing. So what kind of video games? A lot of single player games because by myself at home, and until Sean gets old enough to also play games with me, that's probably how it'll stay. But I like a lot of the simple games. When I play video games, I'm trying to relax. You have stress at school or at work or whatever, and I don't want to go home and reenact a World War II military scene and be stressed out and think I'm gonna die in a game or whatever it is. I want to be a dinosaur eating eggs like Yoshi or whatever. Just something simple and lighthearted, Plus, since Sean watches me play, I don't want to play super violent stuff. So I would say my favorite game is probably Breath of the Wild because I've spent the most time in that. It's a good one. A lot of stuff to do.
Thank you for having this interview with us.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thanks.
Have a nice day.
You too.
That was a great spotlight on Mr. Nays. Speaking of spotlighting.
Hey, I just remembered. It's deer season.
Indeed it is, but I don't know the first thing about hunting.
Same here.
Good thing Malchi and Graeme have the scoop on all things hunting.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Graeme Denkler.
And I'm Alec Corbett.
Hunting is a big part of the Farmington community, and we were wondering, why does everyone like it so much? So today we're going to get some insight onto why people do it and why it's enjoyable.
So I've never been hunting in my life, so this is going to be interesting. Let's get into it.
Hello, I'm Graeme Denkler, and right here is my dad, and today we are going to be asking him some questions on the appeal of hunting. So, let me ask you this first. What got you into hunting?
I started hunting several years ago now. My uncle took me turkey hunting, and I was probably 18 or 19. That's the first time I went hunting, and then when I was little, my dad used to go squirrel hunting a lot, and he took me and my brothers, and we'd go out and practice shooting tin cans or that kind of stuff. I've just kind of been around it my whole life.
Yeah. What was the first animal that you hunted successfully?
I'd have to say it was a turkey. When you're turkey hunting, you try to pick out the most appealing spot that you think turkeys will be in and use your calls and listen for them to return to the call. And if they're not anywhere close, you can get up and move closer to where they are without spooking them. Or you can just sit tight and hope that they come towards you.
Sounds like a lot of waiting.
Yeah, that's part of what I like about hunting. Is not really the waiting, but just being in the woods and with nature and having a lot of time to reflect on things and just relax and be comfortable.
What exactly, specifically, is the appeal of hunting to you?
For me, getting the harvest of the meat for making summer sausage or whatever it is you want to do with it is secondary to what I enjoy the most is spending time with friends and family and bonding and having camaraderie and just getting to let loose a little bit and enjoy the company of the people that you're with and bonding. And it's a great stress reliever, as the hunting seasons for deer and turkey are spring and fall, so there's a lot of stress in life that happens between those two seasons, and it's just nice to be able to have those to get away for a couple of days and relax and kind of recharge. One of my favorite things that I like to think about actually when I'm out in the woods is past hunts and who I've been with and things we did and things we've seen. And that's another thing about being out in the woods. It's just sometimes you see things that you just didn't even know was there or possible or didn't know about. And learning something every time I go out is very interesting to me.
Such as finding a llama that has been living back on the field for 3 years.
Yeah, the escaped llama from the neighbor's property that they don't seem to care to get back.
I assume you have your hunting license.
Yes, back in the early 90s, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was the early 90s, the state of Missouri made it a law that if you were born after 1969, it was required that you take a hunter safeties course to be able to get your hunting license. So somewhere around the early 90s is when I took the course. My dad went with me and he took it too, even though he didn't have to. Thought that was pretty cool. Back then it was a 2-day ordeal, so you pretty well spent your weekend studying and doing the classes and listening to lectures. Today you can do almost all of it, I believe, online. So it's come a long way.
So do you have any advice for young or up and coming hunters?
Well, any of you kids out there that have an interest in hunting, don't be afraid to speak up and let somebody know in your family that you're interested in, you want to go. Most adult hunters feel that it's a privilege and an honor to take a young apprentice out and teach them not only how to hunt, but to explain the world of the woods and all the things that are edible even and things that are poisonous, and teach you how to even live off of the land and how to sustain yourself.
Well, anyway, thank you for sharing your thoughts, and it was very insightful to hear that.
Yeah, it was my pleasure, buddy. Anybody out there that thinks they might be interested in hunting, don't be afraid to speak up to your family. There's bound to be somebody in the family that likes to hunt and fish, and you should get out there and try it.
Heard it from the man himself.
Take care.
Well, that was an experience. I had no idea why hunting was so popular, but it makes sense now.
With that, we hope that all of you heading out to hunt in the coming weeks stay safe and have fun. We wish you luck here from BKTV Studios.
I'm Alec Corbett.
And I'm Graeme Denkler.
And we'll see you next time.
That was some good info. I learned a lot.
Man, I really want to eat a deer right now.
Well, we don't have any venison here, but we have some good food in the newest episode of What's Cookin'.
What's up, gamers? I'm sous chef Morrow.
I'm head chef Alec Burke.
And welcome back to What's Cooking. Today, we'll be making popcorn balls.
Let's get input from the students.
Do you prefer kettle corn or regular popcorn?
Regular popcorn.
What do you mean? Mason, do you prefer kettle corn or regular popcorn?
Kettle popcorn.
All right, thank you. Do you prefer kettle corn or regular popcorn?
Oh, regular popcorn. I've never been a sweet kind of popcorn person.
All right, well, that's pretty lame. Thanks. Jeffrey. Do you prefer kettle corn or regular popcorn? All right, do you prefer kettle corn or regular popcorn?
What's the difference?
They taste different.
I don't know the difference.
Okay, never mind then, thank you. Mr. Banjo, do you prefer kettle corn or regular popcorn?
What do they have at Rural King?
I have no clue.
They pop a lot of popcorn at Rural King.
It's regular.
Okay, I like the popcorn at Rural King.
All right, thank you. We're back here in Head Chef Alec Burke's kitchen.
Before we get cooking, let's take a look at those ingredients.
For this recipe, you'll need vanilla extract, popcorn, butter or margarine, and marshmallows.
Now it's time to get cooking. First, you want to put your popcorn in the microwave.
Next, you're going to want to go ahead and microwave 1/4 cup of butter until it's melted. So next, you're going to want to add 4 cups of miniature marshmallows. Next, you're going to want to microwave your marshmallow and butter until the marshmallows become fluffy. I don't know how long to microwave this for.
Next, you want to get 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now, just stir it with a spatula.
Next, you're going to want to add this marshmallow mix into the popcorn and stir until it's coated. Next, you're going to want to go ahead and make them into actual ball shapes. Now, head chef Alec Burke is going to come try the food.
Yeah, pretty good. Good job, guys.
That's all the time we've got for this episode. Tune in next time to find out what's cooking.
Thanks for watching.
I really like the parts with the Alec Burke guy.
I like extra chef Morrow better.
I'm going to pretend you didn't say that.
Well, next up, we got a segment by me about pet care. Cold, hungry, and alone. These are not just issues for people, but for animals all around the world. There is a hidden issue that is sometimes overlooked, which is pet abuse. I sat down with formal ag teacher Tracy Stroud to talk about this important issue. Here is what she has to say.
I currently have 2 dogs and a cat, and then I also live on a farm, so I take care of some cattle, sheep, and chickens.
As a pet owner, how do you try to take care of your animals on a daily basis?
I think it's important that I stick to a schedule or a routine. So every morning I feed my dogs and the cat, and then at night I make sure to take care of the livestock. So just to make sure that I have a set time to make sure everything gets done.
Is it difficult for you to do the things that you do for your animals?
Sometimes I think it can be difficult if you have a pretty busy day, like especially when I'm taking care of my livestock at home. So if I leave early and get home late and it's dark when I leave or dark when I get home, then it's kind of hard to be able to see them and make sure that they're all there and accounted for. So I can see time management is sometimes.
How does it make you feel to know that not all animals are getting the same good care that your pets are?
I think it's very unfortunate that some animals do not receive proper and adequate care that they should. And I think it's really important that before you decide to get a pet, or maybe you live out in the country and you're thinking about getting some chickens or some smaller livestock, it's really important to look and see what the cost of owning an animal is and the different things that can come up to make sure that you're fully prepared to take care of the animal that you own.
What do you think people can do to remember to take care of their pets better?
I think it's just important to have a daily routine, so you either take care of them in the morning or you take care of them at night. And if you have that daily routine, it's going to become a habit, and it then will just become a habit to make sure that you're taking care of them daily.
I want to say thank you to Mrs. Stroud for giving me the chance to sit down with her. If you want to find more information about this issue, or if you want to learn more about helping pets and also donating, please go to www.animalhumanesociety.org to learn more. This has been Blake Zahner. See you later.
Wow, that was pretty good, Blake.
Thanks, Kanye. Very cool.
And last, we've got Garrett Sheets with a special segment over Veterans Day.
Let's take a look.
Veterans Day is a day that celebrates all the men and women who fought for America's freedom. My name is Garrett Sheets, and I have the privilege to go around to all the district schools to talk about Veterans Day and their celebrations.
Hello everybody, my name is Garrett Sheets and I'm here with Dr. Lamons from Farmington High School. So how is your day going?
Pretty good. How's your day?
I'm alright. It's Veterans Day, correct?
Yeah, well, technically the 11th is Veterans Day, but we do our celebrations today on the 8th.
Understandable. So how do these days make you feel?
I love to see all the Veterans Day activities. I was really excited to see a former student today at our Veterans Day breakfast, so that's especially heartwarming to me to see kids meet success through the military.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah. Okay.
So how exactly do you plan these activities?
Well, you know, it's not just a high school thing. It's a district level planning session, but we decide very early when and where and how everything is going to go. go. The biggest thing for the high school is our students are really heavily involved in Veterans Day activities. We send our band, our ROTC, different students to go to those celebrations. And so we have to make sure that we are always very accommodating, and it's an awesome thing to watch our students celebrate with the veterans.
That's really awesome. Do you have any veterans at home?
I have an uncle that served in the Vietnam War, and my dad and my brother were both in the Air Force.
Well, that's awesome.
Yes.
Thank you for coming in, Ms. Lamont.
Thank you very much.
Good morning. My name is Garrett Sheets, and I'm here with John Bone today at the Veterans Day celebration. John, how does this celebration make you feel?
Good.
What does it like inspire you to do? Does it inspire you? Does it make you feel happy? Does it make you feel energetic?
Happy.
Happy? Do you have any veterans at home yourself?
My mom and my dad.
Oh, okay. I can tell your voice is really raspy, so you don't want to talk as much, but that's okay. So what exactly did your mom and dad do in the military?
They were in the Air Force.
Well, thank you, John. My name is Gary Sheets, and I'm here with the assistant principal of the middle school, Todd McKinney. Todd, do you have any veterans at home?
No, I don't actually. Most members of my family that were in the military now passed away, so I don't have any at home, no.
I understand. So how does this Veterans Day make you feel?
Well, we always enjoy doing Veterans Day breakfast. Obviously, very grateful for people's service to our country. So just being able as a district and as a school building individually, it's always something that we really enjoy doing. We take a lot of pride in. So very, very blessed for our veterans, feel blessed to have veterans here and be able to serve them. And it's obviously a small thing, but it's a little something that we can do to give back.
Oh, yeah, no, I completely understand. So how many veterans do you get usually?
I don't know a number. If I was guessing, because I don't know that we've ever counted them, but if I was guessing, I would say we probably get, I don't know, the numbers are different each year, but probably 50 to 100 veterans coming in for breakfast, maybe more when we do the Veterans Day breakfast. Based on who stands up, in the assemblies and stuff, and that's just a guesstimate. But it always seems like a good deal. Comes in the morning, and sometimes they have to split their time between buildings because they might have multiple students in different buildings. So.
Yeah, well, everybody here is extremely appreciative, so thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you coming over to cover.
I had a blast going to all the different schools today talking about the different Veteran Day celebrations. Thank you for the district for letting me do this. This is me, Garrett Sheets, signing out.
That's all the time we've got for this episode of BKTV News.
I'm Blake Zahner.
And I'm head chef Alec Burke. Thanks for watching.